Hello, everybody. This is Dee from Dee's Cute and Crafty, and I'm back with 5 brand new DIYs for you today. These are super simple and really cute, and we're going to get into them. But first, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell as well, so you never miss out on another cute and crafty idea with Dee. And if you've been with me for a while, you know I think you're absolutely amazing. So, we're going to be using this plastic pitcher that I got from, I think, Target for like $1.50 last year. I am going to clean it really well with some alcohol and then give it about 3 coats of my Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster. And then I'm going to be using one of these wood tags. I have no idea where I got these from. I have so much stuff in my stash, you guys. I just pull things out at will. So not really sure where these tags came from, but they're easy enough to find. And I'm just going in with that and my Waverly chalk paint in the color hazelnut or cashew. I'm not sure, but anyway, we're going to get that painted. And I want to give this plastic picture some texture. I want it to make it look like stone. I want it to have dimension, character, all of the things that I love putting into my DIYs. I put in as much as I can. So I'm just going to take some sand and mix it in with this paint. And then I'm going to put some Mod Podge in that, hopefully to help it stick to this plastic pitcher. And I'm just going to go in with this craft stick and just put a thick coat on there. And then I'm going to go in with some jute cord. This is a little bit thicker cord. You can get this at Dollar Tree in the automotive section. And I am just going to go around the top of that textured paint that I put on there. And it's going to peel off a little bit because it's not dry. I'm going in with some Mod Podge just to seal it. But I did heat seal it. But you should probably give it 24 hours, give it an overnight sitting, let it sit overnight before you put the Mod Podge on there and seal it in. But I tried to heat seal it, so it didn't work as well as I thought it was going to work, but happy accident. When some of it flaked off, it gave it more of a stone look and an aged look, so I was fine with that. So now I'm going in with my stickers. These are translucent stickers, and I got these from Dollar General for $1. These are ginkgo leaves, I do believe. I'm not sure, but I know that I love the look of these. They're so pretty, so I'm just putting those on. And then I'm going back with a little bit of Mod Podge in the spaces that kind of chipped away. And the reason I lost a lot on the back was because I had it sitting on the table, leaned against the table, and it wasn't dry. And I didn't really realize I was pushing down as much as I was. But when I saw the look of it, I thought, oh, I should probably replace that stone paint. Just go ahead and scoop that up and put it back on. But then I thought, no, it looks weathered. It looks old. I'm going to leave it alone. You guys can do your DIY however you want, but I like it, and so I left it. And yes, this one is my favorite of the 5 that I'm going to show you today. So now I'm just looking at my my word transfers. I got these from Dollar Tree, and I am going to choose the word cherish. And I'm just going to put it on my little tag. And then we're going to take a piece of jute cording and tie that around the top of this pitcher. And I did go in and Mod Podge the entire pitcher. I put more on the stone and I put some on the pitcher itself. And then I put some on that sticker. I Mod Podge the whole thing. And then I'm going to take some of that jute cording and I'm just going to wrap the handle of this pitcher. And we're going to call it done. It came out so pretty, and I really do love this one. I hope you guys do too. Again, you guys, if you're watching, thank you for being here. I hope that you will give this video a thumbs up and also share it out. It really does help my channel to grow, and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you that are here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are awesome. And this is it. Here is the finished product. I went ahead and styled it with some of these daisies and a little bit of greenery, and it is so cute. I hope you guys will try this one. If you do, please go over to D's Cute and Crafty DIY Divas and post it there so I can see how it turned out. You'll see that I dry brushed a little bit of that plaster on the bottom where the stone is. That is not the Mod Podge. That is actually dry brushing because I just always want to go that extra. I'm extra. I can't help it. I love this. It does not look like plastic at all. Moving on to DIY number 2, you're going to need one of the Target house signs. You are going to need some flowers of choice. I will be using my Solo Woods, and I also have a Sharpie because we're doing some hand lettering. Whenever you see me break out that Sharpie, there's hand lettering involved. And I'm also going to be using some more of that transparent greenery, that sticker that I got from Dollar General. You'll see that in another video as well because I'm going to use the whole pack, and it's like 5 or 6 leaves on one strip, so I'll be using a little bit in each DIY except for maybe the last 2 because at that point I'd run out. So we're just going to go in with the Sharpie after doing the hand lettering and pencil and write, "Together we build a life we love." This one is really simple. It's so quick and easy. Just laying down some of those leaves, some of that greenery. And I go ahead and score it where the lines are on the actual house so that it looks like it's painted on and not just stuck on. Now I'm just going to add 3 of the Solo Wood flowers to the top of this house. This one has a sawtooth hanger on the back, so I didn't have to make one. And here it is, all done, quick and easy as promised. How cute. Moving on to DIY number 3, you're going to need one of those autumn signs from Dollar Tree, some greenery, some of the Scrabble letters from Dollar Tree or from Joann Fabrics, some Waverly white chalk paint, and some more of those transparent greenery leaves. So we're going to start out by taking that centerpiece out of the sign. You guys, you can cover it in craft paper. You can soak it and let it sit and peel it off that way. I enjoy scraping this off. I know it sounds weird, but I don't know what it is. I enjoy scraping it off, so that's what I'm doing. You guys don't have to do that. Just cover it with craft paper, paint it, soak it, and peel it. There's a lot of ways you can go with it. I like this one. It's messy, I know. So now that I've got that all scraped off, I'm going to go ahead and paint it with a coat of my Waverly white chalk paint. And then because I want the leaves in the background of this sign, I'm going to go ahead and add them now. And actually, just the leaves on the white background are really pretty. You could put a bow on this and stick it back in the frame and be done with it. Now I'm going to put it back in the frame, and I am going to get my Scrabble letters in place, I have the word family, home, and love. I'm just going to get these glued down with some hot glue. And somehow my lettering did not come out the way that it did when I first placed it, when I started gluing everything. So my E came up a little bit. Um, it was too low, so I had to just shave a little bit of it off because I couldn't get it in place because of the frame. It was in place fine when I put it down before I glued it, but I don't know, it shifted a little bit downward. So I just trimmed a little bit of the bottom of that wood tile off of there, and the E fit perfectly. Now I'm just going to put my greenery down. I'm going to make a bow. Almost can't do anything without making a bow. Almost. Just taking some jute cording, and I am going to bundle that greenery together and get it tied up. And then I'm going to tie the bow to the greenery and then glue the bundle to the top of the sign. We're going to call this one done. Quick and easy and really cute. You guys, as always, comment down below. Let me know which one of the 5 that I'm showing you today is your favorite. I am going to stick with that picture. It is my favorite. That water picture with the daisies in it turned out super cute. And here it is. Family, home, love. Moving on to DIY number 4, and this one is my second favorite. You're going to need some ribbon of choice, some greenery. I have these wood words from Hello Hobby. And no, Hello Hobby is a paint. These are from Hobby Lobby. Oh my gosh. I have these wooden words from Hobby Lobby. All of them came from Hobby Lobby, different ones. They all say different things. I'm just showing you what I have. I have the package of the bamboo rings from Dollar Tree, and I have one of the Easter bonnets from Dollar Tree. And we are going to make my version of a tobacco basket. So we're just unraveling a good portion of that hat. And actually, that part is cute as a little bowl. I'll have to think of what I can do with that one. So now I'm just going to open up those bamboo rings, and I'm going to use the biggest ring from the package. And I'm just going to start doing a basket weave with that Easter bonnet. So I'm just cutting lengths of that bonnet, of that fabric from the bonnet. I don't even know what to call it. It's not really fabric. I keep wanting to call it straw. It reminds me of a straw hat. We're just going to call it material, Easter bonnet material. And I'm just going to glue down about 6 lengths of it. And I'm pulling it pretty taut. Trimming off the excess, trying to get it nice and neat. And now that I have it going one way, I'm going to start going the other way. Except with this one, I'm going to weave it in and out of the other pieces of material that I've already laid down. And that's going to give us our basket weave look, or my version, as I said, of a tobacco basket. There are so many DIYs you can do with these bamboo rings and this Easter bonnet material. So many things were popping in my head while I was making this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to write this down. I have to draw some pictures so I don't forget. So expect some more DIYs with this bonnet material, Easter bonnet material, and these bamboo rings. Now that I have it all weaved together, I'm just going to take some of this gingham ribbon and go around the inside of this bamboo hoop because I want to cover up the rough edges where I glued everything down. And now I'm just taking my florals, measuring them out how I want them to sit, getting them in place, and then I'm going to use some of my paddle wire and I'm going to bundle those together, and I am going to wire them to this tobacco basket because I don't want to put a lot of glue on this. It's just going to seep through to the other side and it's just going to make a mess. So the best way to attach your florals and my wood word is with the paddle wire. So of course, here we go with the bow again. I decided that I wanted a bow at the bottom of that greenery before I put my word down. So we're just going to make a bow. Quick and easy. Just going to pinch everything together. And then I'm going to tie it all together with my jute cording. It's the way I make my bows all the time. It rarely ever changes. It's tried and true for me, so I stick with it. I'm going to wire my bow as well. Actually, I didn't wire it. I used the jute cord and I just ran that jute cord through that basket and tied it on the back. Added a dab of hot glue to make sure the knot stays. And that was it for that part of this DIY. I am, however, going to wire the word blessed on top of that bow. So at first I thought about going with my Waverly White chalk paint and dry brush over this wood word, but then I thought, no, I'm going to make it brown. It'll look better if it's brown. Then after I made it brown and I put it on top of the bow, it just blended in way too much. So I ended up going back and dry brushing some white over it anyway. I'm just running that black paddle wire through the loop of the D and down into that basket. And then I'll find a spot on the other side of the word to run the paddle wire through the letter and down into the basket on that side. I'm going to take some of that gingham ribbon and make a hanger, and we're going to call this one done. And here it is. I love how this one turned out. It was really simple. I enjoyed making it, and it came out really nice. Now that bow you see at the top is not part of the DIY. I just hung it from there so you guys could get a better look at it. Moving on to DIY number 5 and the final DIY in this video, and it is super simple as well. So I'm going to be using one of the wood planks, some half beads. I think these are 15 millimeters. I'm going to be using my Waverly chalk paint in the color Mineral. I am going to be using some Farmhouse ribbon from Dollar Tree. I will not be using any of the transfers. I have it out, the greenery transfer, but I didn't end up using it. So I'm just going to take this blank plank piece of wood that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm painting it with the Mineral chalk paint, and I'm going to take my Farmhouse ribbon and just wrap the edges on both sides. I'm just measuring in about 1/2 inch so that the ribbon is even on both sides. And now I'm just going to take 4 of these 15 millimeter half beads. I ordered these off of Amazon, a while ago, at least a year ago. And I am just placing my ruler down to make sure that the beads are even, that they're straight. And now this is just leftover from one of my DIYs where I used a picture frame, and this was in the picture frame. And I just kept it because I thought it was really pretty and I knew I could DIY with it. So I'm glad I kept it because I'm using this in this DIY to make my sign. I don't have to hand letter or draw anything. This is a nice little piece of artwork to me. So, you guys, if you buy the Dollar Tree signs and they have something pretty, or the frames and they have a pretty piece of paper in it, save it. I rarely throw anything away. I probably should, but I don't. So I'm just going to take this ribbon that I picked up from Joann Fabrics and make a bow. I will make a hanger, and this one will be done. So here it is, you guys. And here is the final reveal of all 5 DIYs that I made for you guys today. Again, I hope you like them. I hope that if you made it to this far in the video, that you have subscribed and clicked your notification bell so that you catch a video every time I put one out. I try to upload at least twice a week. And I just enjoy doing farmhouse, seasonal, just anything that comes to mind. I just sit down and I just start thinking, well, what can I do with this or that? And luckily, God blesses me with some pretty decent ideas. So I put them out for you guys. I enjoy it so much. And I'm so glad that you're here with me. Thank you for joining me today. Comment down below. Let me know how you feel about these DIYs and which one was your favorite. You guys are amazing and a blessing to my life. You really, truly are. So, until I see you in my next video, be blessed, be safe, and craft something beautiful today, you guys. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.